do they have something very different from what we have in Asia? What was the reason for Latin American countries strongly opposing to this idea? Thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。なんか後ろの方で僕。
Thank you very much. It's difficult to see, but I think there was someone raising a hand towards the back. Matsumoto of IJS.
From IJS. I'd like to ask a question to Mr. Chung. I really learned a lot from your presentation on the misperceptions on green economy to be cleared. And I wonder if this is kind of related to Morrison's question. He said that Latin American countries are strongly opposed, but I really wondered the differences among the developing countries. I would appreciate if you could explain which developing countries especially opposed to green economy, especially from which aspect. And I wonder if there were any developing country which was favorable to the green economy concept. Thank you.
ありがとうございました。あともう一問だけどなたがもしおりましたらどうぞ。
Yes, if there is just one more question from the floor. One more question of the floor.
I have one question to Mr. Jung. My name is Ma Hwano. I'm from the International Timber Organization. Regarding this misconception previous to the question, misconception about the green economy between the SD has 3 pillars, but the green economy looks like 2 pillars. So what behind the reason to highlight the green economy as top the agenda of the Rio+20? And my second last question is very general. Maybe 10 years later, 2020, we'll have another Rio+30. And what would be your what would be the main some priority for the effective organization of Rio+30? Thank you.
ありがとうございました。ではチュンさんご質問。
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Chun, would you like to respond to the questions, and also then Mr. Shrestha in that order, please?
The question regarding the CBDR, I think the many developing countries perceived green economy as an environmental issue. Nevertheless, in spite of the fact that green economy is actually economy issue to me, but they took it as an environmental issue. That's why they are emphasizing CBDR as the basic principle. That's a misperception. This perception has never been clarified during the negotiating process, unfortunately. And how to modify it, as I said in the morning session, respective capability, as you mentioned. As a climate change ambassador of Korea, I was emphasizing respective capabilities. And so this is another, but this is already agreed text. It is in UNFCCC convention. It's there. But I don't know why only CBDR has been unilaterally promoted and emphasized without ignoring regional respective capabilities. I think it's a mystery to me, because somebody has to raise it, but somehow we can do that later on. And then, which is developing country? I think many of the developing countries have a double stand or double position or something like that. For example, politically, they feel be a little bit scared about the new paradigm. They are scared about it. They are not convinced. But on a substantive level, from each respective ministries, the technical level, these people are, many representatives from developing countries are very positive about paradigm shift. But when it comes to the political level, then they are very negative about it. So there are two dimensions even in the same government. When I'm talking to people from India in a different ministry, they are very supportive about it. But when you talk to foreign ministry, sovereignty, and these kind of things are more ideology. So, but many develop, but there are few India and some others are very politically motivated. But there are other small developing countries. They are very positive about it. And why green economy only? The reason to me is because why green economy was become the focus of the theme topic for Rio+20. Actually, it was Korea who proposed it. Initially, Korea proposed the green growth as a topic for Rio+20. But in the negotiation process, European Union counter-proposed to change it to green economy. Then why Korea proposed it? Because we feel that because of resource constraint, energy constraint, climate constraint, we feel that we have to change the way we operate our economy, not just protect the environment. So we feel that it is the key and core among all these strategies. So that's why Korea initially proposed that idea, but I have no idea what would be Rio+20's main topic. Maybe it could be income disparity or development gaps, others, because people are getting richer, but the gap is getting wider. This gap is becoming a more problem than the absolute level of income. Maybe that could be another subject later. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Morisan's question, within the Latin American group, is the ALBA countries, it's Bolivia, Cuba, Venezuela, Peru, that group. Their understanding, I have participated in their discussions, their understanding of the process we have. We take natural resources, we put it through an industrial process, we get the goods and services and waste. To have a green economy, to increase the efficiency, you need technology. Who has the technology? Will the technology be given to the less developed countries? This is their reasoning. Yeah? So if the technology is not available to them free or given or assisted with, then what is happening? We are going back to the colonial period where, for example, UK bought cotton from India, say, took it back to Sheffield or Manchester, made shirts and sold it back to India, buying at £1 and selling it for £10. So their reasoning is we need the technology. They agree we need the efficiency and we need to go in this path, but who will be the victim in the end? And they are. So if you look at what happened in the ECOSOC ministerial last week, they sat till 4 in the morning and any reference to green economy in the ministerial declaration was deleted. But we have to understand I would say the dynamics of herd mentality. We have individual countries who understand and who can go forward. But when you put everybody in a group, G77 and China, 130 plus countries, they all agree to one stand and that's it. So that's how it's moving.
All right, Dozo. So please make it short.
A question was raised about why green economy, green growth was eventually more or less unraveled. I think the whole preparatory process was not enough and was not professionally handled. Compared with sustainable development concept and content 20 years earlier, actually, sustainable development concept and content did not come out of 1992. It went well before that. Before the Brundtland Commission was set up, the Brundtland Report of Our Common Future, then there was 2.5 years that led up to the 1992 Earth Summit. Then there was 2 years preparation. So all in all, if you counted it, there could be between 5 and 6 years for the world community to be informed and buy in this concept of sustainable development. The Brundtland Commission had about 20-odd very, very well-known commissioners, including from Japan, and there were 5 or 6 major regional meetings. One was held in Tokyo. Very, very good exchange of ideas, information. So by the time our Common Future came out, that report